Today, we are looking at what the best back exercises you can do if looking to get stronger and build muscle in that area. And the real truth is, there isn't a best single exercise, but there are definitely best types of exercise or movement you want to be doing. Well, two specifically, and there are a lot of variations that you can do for them. So these two movements are a horizontal pull, like a row-based movement, and a vertical pull, like a pull-down based movement. In this video, we are going through a ton of variations for the row-based movement. And subscribe because we will be doing another video with all the variations for pull-downs. Ideally, you get two row-based movements in a back workout or over the week, one closer grip and one wider grip. We'll also go through the best form to do for these and a common mistake a lot of people end up doing for it that you'll want to avoid. Once you pick the variation you want to do, then you want to spend the next few weeks working on progressive overload. But after about 6 to 8 weeks, then it's a good time to change up. You're still working the same movement and the same muscle groups, but just hitting in a slightly different way. And the main benefit of this is to keep things fresh and stop you getting bored. That's why having a lot of different options is good. So let's dive into all the different row exercises you can do. And if you feel we've missed any off, feel free to add in the comments what else you'd add to this list. Help everyone with even more possible variations. Starting with dumbbells, we've got a single arm row. So start by placing one knee and the same side hand on a bench, with your other foot planted firmly on the ground. If you don't have a bench, you can just hold on to anything with your other hand, keeping your back straight and legs apart. Hold a dumbbell in one hand, allowing it to hang straight down from your shoulder. Pull the dumbbell towards your hip, keeping your elbow close to your body. Squeeze your shoulder blade at the top of the movement, and then slowly lower back to the starting position. 2 is a bench supported row. This is also known as a seal row. Technically, you do this on a machine designed for it with a barbell, but that's one machine we don't have to show you. But you can do it on a bench with dumbbells. If you put plates underneath or something to raise it up, then you can do it flat. But an easier way that still hits really well is just adding a bit of incline to the bench. Like face down with a dumbbell in each hand hanging straight down. Keep your chest against the bench and your feet planted on the ground. Pull the dumbbells towards your ribcage, keeping your elbows close to your body. Squeeze your shoulder blades together at the top of the movement and slowly lower back down. Next, we'll look at what we can do with barbells. Number 1, the classic is a bent over row. Start by bending at the hips with a slight bend in your knees, keeping your back flat. Pull the barbell towards your torso and then lower it back down. You have variations within this that you can do, such as a wide grip. You want your hand to be on shoulder width, a close grip variation, and an underhand variation with the palms facing up. Some of this is personal preference, but will also target slightly different areas. Second for the barbell is a pendlay row. This is more of a strength-based movement. Again, with this, you'll be bending at the hips, but will be more over, so your back is parallel to the ground with a barbell on the floor. Grip it with an overhand grip, slightly wider than shoulder width, and then explosively pull the barbell towards your lower chest and return to the floor. So each rep starts from the floor. Keep your back throughout the movement and focus on maintaining good form for this. A lot of time you will be going heavier, and a lot of time form can get lost. Third for a barbell is a T-bar row. So using a landmine setup or just wedge one end somewhere, put a hand around the top of the other end with a slight bend in your knees and your torso leaning forward. Pull the bar towards your chest, squeezing your shoulder blades together again at the top of the movement. Lower the weight back down in a controlled manner. Now, you can also do this with a machine if you have one, with the same kind of setup. The benefit of this though is it might have a variety of different grips you can use. So a lot of these with the barbells and that machine version of the T-bar row will require more work from the lower back, which is great because it's also helping with strength and stability in that area. However, if you struggle with that because of the back, or that's a limiting factor to build the load, then other machines can really work well that won't rely on the back. The first for the machines is a chest supported row. So you sit at the machine and grip the handles and pull the weight towards your torso, squeezing your shoulder blades together again, slowly returning to the starting position. Normally for most of these, I'll have an option for a close grip and a wide grip. Second is a seated row. This is the same setups in terms of pulling the weight to you and squeezing the shoulder blades as with any of the others, but there's a ton of different grip variations you can do for this. You can go wide, you can go close, you can go more neutral if you have the attachment, or you can do 2 single handles and also a single arm, which is a great variation. Third is a TRX Row. This is a bodyweight version, and you'll change the difficulty depending on how upright you are. The lower, the harder. The same thing as the others, except you're pulling yourself to it. You can also do this with a barbell if you wedge it, normally in a squat rack or something, and pull yourself up towards it. Now, the place where people normally go wrong with this type of movement, and this applies to all the variations, is rolling the shoulder forward and not getting the shoulder blade squeeze. You really want to focus on keeping that chest up and bringing the shoulder blades together. Once you've gone as far as you can, that's the end of the movement. A common mistake people tend to make is following further through the elbows to get more range, but that then causes more of that shoulder roll and loss of the scapular retraction. So work on form to avoid this. It's not that it's necessarily bad to do that, you just get less out of the exercise. So we do have gym probes with some of these movements added in, and we've got the link in the description if you want to check that out. But let us know which is your favorite to do with these, and again, any other additions you might suggest so we can all learn from each other. Now, there is one type of row mentioned here where you can do a slight variation which may be better than all of the others. If you're interested, we've done a video on it here. So check that out. And once we've done the video for the pull down variations, that will be here. But if you're early, I'm probably pointing at a blank space. So subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when that's out.